Hey, we're cutting in before the episode because if you're listening to this on the day it comes out or the weekend that this episode comes out, it's Duckstream. Duckstream is happening from December the 12th through the 14th. So if you go over to twitch.tv/Duckfeed.tv, you can watch us stream games and do other stuff to raise money for an organization called Point of Pride.
Yeah, it's going to be really fun. 48 hours, so tune in when you can. Midwest taking the day shift, West Coast taking the night shift. And it is always really fun. And if you cannot donate, which hopefully you can, it's a really good cause. If you cannot donate, spread the word. We have the website up now.
Yes. Duckfeed.tv/Duckstream has the instructions. There's a shirt design if you would like to. A change this year, more of that money is going to go to the donation total, which is good. So consider it.
Yeah.
Can just do what you can. And if you spread the word, hang out and chat, keep morale up.
Yeah. It's a real fun time every year. So join us, have fun. My name is Gary Butterfield, he, him.
My name is Ken Ross, she, her.
And you're listening to Watch Out for Fireballs. It is a Games Club podcast.
And this week, we are continuing to discuss Wasteland 3, which was developed by NXIL Entertainment and published by Deep Silver for PC and consoles in 2020.
It's the most wonderful time of the year when he has risen and he is computer RPGs.
Yes.
So we do one of these for a whole month. This is part 2. Last episode, we talked about the game's mechanics and generalities for the most part, and then covered the intro quest, just getting established in Colorado Springs and diffusing a hostage situation in the Garden of the Gods where they grow their food.
Yes. And we have heard a rumor about the involvement of a local casino magnate.
Well, a little editorializing, but sure.
Yeah.
Far
in Brigo, which means that we have the first of our big side quests up here. Like we need to build up our chops before we go after the first of the shitty kids.
Yes. A big side quest and consequential side quest.
Yeah.
Where you're going to be making decisions that will impact things later as well, because game is good.
Yeah.
This is called Big Trouble in Little Vegas. This tiny little town where they kill people by pillory exposure has a huge casino with bumping club music outside of it.
Yeah, and functioning neon lights.
Functioning neon lights and a functioning disco bot inside. It's pretty fun when you go in. Because this is a good game, you can gamble as you go in. And they'll cut you off eventually because it's New Vegas lineage.
Yeah.
The floor boss, when you come in, this guy named Charlie Knows, calls us over, and he talks about his history, his glories.
Yeah.
He has all these kind of fake records and these fake wars that have gone on. And he says he doesn't know anything about Delgado. The reason why we're here is because the marshal sent us to her man went silent. He was investigating this and went silent. So we got to find a Delgado.
Yes. And Charlie definitely knows something, but we need to figure out a way to do this. You can poke around. I love the disco bot. I love the idea of a disco bot. We're going to meet another disco bot later on who's really good.
We'll get our own disco bot if we play our cards right.
Yeah. And there's a whole section upstairs with like a brothel that I didn't do because I didn't see it.
Oh, yeah. There's a little questlet up there. There's that addict So no, I think you did do it because the act name Shakes, because it's in the notes.
Okay.
Yeah, so you went up there.
Yeah. I did not engage with any sex workers up there, I guess.
Oh, I didn't engage with any sex workers up there. Like, one of the most embarrassing thing a game developer will do is try to name a perk you get for having sex with a prostitute in a CRPG. Like, I don't know, fucking Lover's Embrace, Well Rested. I could get XP bonus. Like, I don't fucking know. It's embarrassing.
Yeah.
Choose not to make my little, especially in a game like this where there's so little embodiment and the character creation is so like limited.
Just fucking whatever.
Very funny to try to get this little guy laid. This little man. These guys are all mobsters as well.
Yeah.
The aesthetic here is they're like, a lot of A.
A lot of A going on.
A lot of A.
Yeah.
There's a floor enforcer says, hey, don't mess with the computer that I'm guarding. It's there. This failsafe is down, and he says, "Yeah, anybody could turn up the heat and cut the ventilation, burning this place to the ground. You're not going to tell anybody I said that, right?" And this is just underlining lampshading that's giving you a quest solution.
Yeah, what a helpful security guard.
Yeah, exactly. It's very Chris Farley. There's actually a really sad Hulu documentary on this guy as well.
Yeah, I can't bring myself to watch that.
It's probably sad. It's supposed to not be very good. It's just like people saying, "Isn't he great?"
Okay. Well, they're Chris Farley showing Chris Farley.
No, but I mean, there's not a whole lot of insight
right
into like his personality or anything. It's just kind of a clips.
Yeah. So you can distract him because he's told you about this wonderful little computer terminal of mysteries. You can distract him by goading these two customers into fighting, and then hack this to get remote control of the ventilation system.
Yeah, I ended up siding with these guys. I did not take care of their air conditioning. Just because we get up there, largely because I didn't like the marshal. Like, I'm role playing this as a good character, but the exposure pillory people seem bad to me.
Yeah.
And this guy's a scumbag too. We go up to him. This is Fine Brygo. He's from the first game as a thing, little joke or little reference to Brian Fargo. He's real evasive about what he's done, but his whole thing is he's like an honorable criminal, like a straight shooter.
Yes.
What do you want? Let's scratch each other's backs.
Yeah.
Little side quest here. There's an act named Shakes, Tasteful, who wants us to get his stash from upstairs and sell it so we can get out of debt. But we go in there, and there's a mercenary group led by a guy named Boulder, and they're partying in there.
Yeah,
they have the thing, so we have to somehow get these drugs.
Yes, they've got the run of the bar. They're called Local 168 because they are mercenary group from Steel Town.
Love that.
Yeah, DLC that we could go to later. I used hard ass to intimidate this guy. And like, he's like, "Hey, okay, yeah, you can go to the safe. You're solid." And he says, "Oh, like, we all saw Charlie Knowles roughing up Delgado, taking him into the back rooms. So just another way to get this information. If you couldn't determine that Charlie was lying, then yeah, it's confirmation." Yeah.
This guy's a slime ball, Charlie. I ended up fighting these guys. If you don't have hard ass, this is one of the things where all the social skills are not equivalent.
Yeah.
I did not have a hard ass. I had a kiss ass in my party, and kiss ass doesn't work. It just lets them get the drop on you.
Yeah.
Like that. Of course, these guys wouldn't respond to that.
No.
You can also sneak to the safe. The vision cones are there, and there's a kind of a path to get through there.
Yeah.
When you get down there, we talk to Charlie, and he says, I also found this out from the mercenary gang. He's lying about Delgado. He says, hey, there'd be a big fight here. There's a lot of innocent people and everything. Or, I'm innocent. There's this guy named McTavish. And Brygo was not involved in the Dorsey betrayal. McTavish was, and you can get proof of this guy.
Yeah. So you go across town to a kind of difficult to find kind of mechanic shop where McTavish is working over near the Pillory Square. And boy, this is a hard fight against him and his mechanics. Or no, he runs away. I think he leaves. He
locks himself in the back room.
Yeah. I struggled with this until I basically save scummed it. It was like, okay, I need to go back to a previous save and get the and take the initiative here because
get the drop.
That is the decisive factor at my character level right now.
Yeah. It's, I mean, this is also, this is tough.
Yeah.
It's a tough fight. It reminds me of like in Fallout 2, the slavers in the second town as like a thing, kind of a check.
Yeah.
Here's the first kind of serious fight.
Yeah. They have all of the cover. You walk in and you're kind of at a bottleneck. It's tactically difficult.
Yeah. Yeah. A trick for this is to use the entrance to the place to the best you can. And you can go off to the left. This also allows for stealth. If you have a stealth character, you can go show off their turrets. Tricky, but you can do it.
Yeah. And if you have hacking, you can hack the turrets, which is pretty good because they don't, for some reason, I don't understand this, Gary. When you hack a turret, the enemies do not try and shoot it, even though it's shooting at them. You have to take a perk on the nerd stuff skill tree in order to make enemies shoot, like to treat like hacked turrets as a distraction.
Yeah. It's I don't know why that is. It's a balancing thing. Maybe. Like the turret is powerful as it is. Like it shoots and doesn't shoot you. Yeah. So you're still getting a net +2 in terms of team members when you hack. Yeah. You're just not doing action denial on the enemy. Yeah. There, and you're not going to have that perk yet. So once you actually do this fight, you go in the back room. McTavish has a very broad Scottish accent. Did you find the tape with him practicing it?
No, I did. Yeah.
Yeah. That's real cute. It's funny. You can threaten him, and he says, I let the Dorseys in. This is a revenge against the patriarch and the marshals because they arrested me for dealing drugs, locked me in the stocks, and my nose froze off. I didn't die, but I got deformed.
Yeah. And I do it again too. And he says, I work for Brygo, but I didn't let them in under his orders, right?
Yes.
So you can send him in for arrest by the marshals. Who you send the criminals to does affect your reputation, which does affect the ending that you get.
Yeah. And this specifically who you side with here will affect who will run your commissary. Yes. Like your armory. You can find a note that implies that Brygo knew about it. When you confront Brygo with this, which is what I did, he says, no, I knew about it, but I didn't order it. I didn't want him to do it. Yeah. But this was to my advantage. Surely you understand this. The reason why I ended up siding with him ultimately is you go downstairs at this point on your games diverge here. And there's a bunch of corrupt marshals. Oh, like cartoonishly corrupt marshals who come in who are like, don't move or we're going to kill everybody in this casino to get this guy. I was like, well, shit, these guys suck. Yeah. And they have this weird hair trigger. Like if you try to move to talk to somebody and you go like within any inch of the thing, they just open fire on you. Like nothing.
He's coming straight at us.
These guys.
Yeah.
They give you one chance to say like, go upstairs and kill Brygo. You have one chance to reconsider, but I ended up siding with Brygo, and doing so, he sends a mobster to go run your armory. Okay. And it gets all mobster themed. There's a bunch of, tough, wise guys hanging around doing wise guy floats there.
Okay. Yeah. I ended up, arresting Brygo because I had him basically dead to rights. You can get more reputation points if you take that note back to Daisy. She had expressed enough reservation about the stocks as a punishment. And I was like, okay, I'll side with cops here, I suppose. I didn't know about the corrupt ones coming in.
They only appear if you go downstairs. If you just fight Brygo up there or arrest him up there, they don't appear. Yeah. This is one of the game's things that I find in some of its messaging a little too cynical. There is this game is concerned with shades of gray in a post-apocalyptic world and like silly clown gangs. Yeah. And the idea that a lot of the factions are kind of cartoonishly evil. I feel like they maybe put their thumb on that scale a little bit. Yeah. The guys who come in are real assholes. If it were people from the Marshal who are saying like, no, we need to arrest this guy. He broke the law. They appeal to my better nature rather than just like, give us payoffs. Yeah. And we're going to kill everyone here. All these innocent people would have been different. Yeah.
But he'll surrender himself for arrest without a fight. Both of you have the note and if you have taken control of the HVAC, like you could threaten to burn down everything he's built here.
Yeah. Regardless of what you do, you can go get Delgado. He's in the back room. He's just being kept. He hasn't actually been harmed through here. So he can go back and you can complete your quest kind of regardless, even, whether Daisy's going to like it or not.
Yeah.
Or not Daisy, whoever the main marshal lady is.
Yeah, that's Daisy.
Daisy.
Sheriff Daisy. Yeah.
Oh, I can't believe I pulled that.
When you go back to get him, kind of in the kitchen area of the casino, there's a storage room that has a tape about mafia addiction. It don't matter if you're a bag man or a button man. We'll have you talking like a made man in no time.
Yep. Book on tape.
Yeah.
Very funny.
Just learn the lingo.
Jamie Taco keeps stealing my lines. Yeah, so I came back. Sheriff Daisy was mad at me, but was like, you're on thin ice, and then nothing happened.
You're still working for the patriarch. Yeah.
Yeah, like we still the enemy of my enemy. Mm-hmm. Like I'm still useful at this point.
Doing it my way got Delgado as my quartermaster, and it is not mafia themed.
Yeah, a huge betrayal to the On Cinema family to employ the Delgados.
Yeah. Well.
Going into the apartments, there's the San Lux apartments, which is funny. It does not have luxury. No. And there's a super when you come in, Rosie Wong. She's been hassling the Rangers. We get a call. We're going to get side quests through this.
Yeah.
There are strange smells coming from apartment 3.
And lots of noise. Yeah.
Yep. I like this apartment building. There are billions of cats.
Yep.
You go into apartment 3 and we find these clones of a guy named Irv. This is also a series.
Yeah.
Easter egg.
This is the mad scientist villain from Wasteland 1.
And this is really hard.
Yeah.
I also think this is really hard. The thing that makes this doable is that you have a doorway.
Yeah.
Like you are in the hall. It's not a area transition. Mm-hmm. So you can open the door and back out and make them funnel out. But if you don't do that, it's very difficult.
Yes. Yeah. But he's got there are 3 clones of Irv. They talk like Homestar Runner and they attack. This is really difficult because it's a small area. You're kind of going to bunch up, even if you are trying to get them through a bottleneck. They
have a bottleneck. If you go through the bottleneck, they've bunched you up.
Yes. Yeah. But they will throw miniaturizing grenades at you. And if you go in and try and fight on their turf, there are also liquid nitrogen canisters. And being frozen in this really sucks. It cuts your AP down to nothing. Yeah.
They also have turrets. Everyone has turrets in this world. You can use those canisters against them as well. When you go in, we find out like, okay, Dr. Irving Finster was experimenting with cloning. We have to go find him.
Yeah.
And there's a bookseller in the square, this very bizarre town with a huge casino, 1 bookseller and a pillory. And there's a guy asking for books on cloning. Mm-hmm. And this is Irv. And we're like, oh shit, you're the Irv. He's like, no, not actually. Like the real Irv died. I'm a 4th generation clone.
Yeah.
I'm a lonely dork. I'm just trying to make myself some friends. But every time I make a clone, they are worse.
It's multiplicity. Yeah.
Yeah. And hey, do you want to live at my house? And he goes, okay.
Yeah.
And he lives at my house. Mm-hmm. Now that he's in the medical bay, you can create a clone of yourself. This is an uncontrollable companion that is largely there to draw fire. And you can only have one at a time. It's like a Baldachin's blessing of a guy. When he dies, he makes goo. And if you bring the goo back, you can make another clone.
Oh, wow.
In the DLC, you can make a super clone, but I did not do this because I didn't do that this time. I never found it the first time I played through them. Okay. But I think in the second DLC, you can improve the clone. As it is, this is just a guy you can get with you, like the provost.
Okay. That might be worth doing, actually, if it's just a free guy to carry around.
Do it for the early game. Like eventually the guys who just walk around and soak up hits get less valuable.
Yeah.
Except for Partybot, who I protected with my life. Mm-hmm. But the provost will die. Everyone will die who you have. All your animals will die. Mm-hmm. Sad. And this guy will die as well. But early on, he's really useful. He takes, we'll blink a few turns.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I never fucked around with the cloning because I was like, is this if I need to make a copy of like one of my anonymous followers, something like that? Yeah.
No, it makes a goo thing. It makes the clone slug from Venture Brothers who fights for you.
Yeah, I sent him back to the medical bay. And Rosie is happy with our work. and Irv is a menace, really.
Yeah.
She says, like, yeah, well, okay, like, yeah, he did commit crimes or whatever, but really his story is sad, just trying to make a friend. So don't wish him ill. Yeah.
Yeah. They don't do very much with this.
Mhm.
He has the little cloning machine, and then he hangs out for the rest of my game.
Yeah.
I was expecting this to come up again, but
he's just there kind of bothering the doctor in the medical bay.
yeah. We get a quest from the 100 Families leader, Gideon Reyes, and he requests our assistance in Broadmoor Heights. This is the fancy neighborhood in Colorado Springs. And we're told, some gangs have moved in here, because again, we're doing this in the wake of a big attack.
Yes.
On the town.
Yeah.
He is in a place called the Church of the Final Deluge. And we can talk to him and find out that smugglers are bringing refugees into the city and the city can't support it.
Yeah.
His argument basically being, yes, we all have bleeding hearts, but this will starve everyone.
Yes.
Whenever anyone makes that argument, it's ridiculous. There are tons of mansions here. Like, that's not true.
Yeah. More people being brought in means more workers, more people to do stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. And he's like, the patriarch just ends up putting them in the stocks. It's like a fuck refugee on refugee crime.
Yeah.
Asshole. He wants to stop this. And he says that they're coming out of the bazaar, this place down south. And he says, if you can take care of that, where there might be a regime change here. The patriarch just ends up putting in the stocks. We want to change how things go.
Yeah. If he doesn't like you, he will not, he'll change the subject if you bring up a change in leadership. But it's not like, such a thing is unforgivable to even consider. It just, it is there. The Sheriff Daisy has the same thing, for the marshals. I think we maybe said it last time, but the 100 Families, these are the rich people, like descendants of the original founders or the original refounders of Colorado Springs. Yeah.
And ponying up to them, weird, like counterintuitive thing to get that golden ending, which we mentioned, is you have to be kind of shitty to the refugees and good to these guys. It does not want you to just do video game.good choice. Yeah. To get video game.golden ending.
Right.
And the idea of siding with 100 Families is anathema. I can't side with the riches versus the refugees. That's crazy. Yeah. They're refugees. So heading down to the bazaar, we get a radio call from Erastus Dorsey, who says he has some families held hostage and will kill them unless we come talk to him. And then we get a distress call from an Arapaho convoy carrying power armor for the marshals. Yeah. And this gives you a quest that you have to do one of them. Yes. You cannot do both. This is literally saying, do you want the marshals to like you more or the refugees, like the people? Yeah.
I mean, we can talk about this now. If you scroll down, I have that kind of enumerated because it's time sensitive. You have to do one and do it right away. So I chose to go stop the Dorseys. At the Hoon homestead, like the Arapaho, they're transporting stuff for the marshals. They know. And it's worth noting the Arapaho are good guys. Yes, in this, like we have friends. We went to the garage. They're all good. They were engaging in something that they knew was risky, whereas the family was just trying to do their own shit. Yeah, just hanging out. And I hate the Dorseys. In this, so I go there, you get the drop on them. They're doing a standoff. Yeah. The Rastus and the guys are trying to get in place, and you can just shoot them in the back. Yeah. Ends up being pretty easy. Yeah. You can, if you get the checks high enough, you can just talk them into leaving. I'm not going to leave a Dorsey rolling around. Yeah. They gotta kill the Dorseys. They gotta go. You can also appeal to his companions for some of them to leave. You can stack the odds. Yes. They have a Beastmaster in their ranks or whatever, which gives you Blood Beast in this. Animals in this game are a big deal. They have armor before other things have armor. Yes. Through this. But this is a nice, the Kodiak's in the mix. This is the first fight where you have your supercar. And it's a nice layout for this. There's a big sniper's perch. There's a lot of cover when you come in. Yeah. And the family's really grateful for our help. They give us a lot of ammo from their stash, and they say, yeah, you can go and grab whatever you want from this survivalist bunker out back. Like, we can't get into it. So if you can get in there, it's yours. And there's some storytelling here about libertarian gun nuts who all decided to go into the shelter together. And just things started falling apart. They started killing each other. Someone locked a guy in a room accidentally because he never coded a module to open the doors in the computer
very
system.
Cybertruck.
Yeah.
It's very bunker steading Cybertruck coded in terms of sentences that are bad.
Yeah.
You can also, they have a storied gun above their mantle.
Yeah.
At this point, I still had Quan with me. I ended up ultimately getting rid of Quan because of Preston Garvey vibes.
Mm-hmm.
But when you look at the gun, he's like, now tell me, I'm going to be out if you steal from these old people.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I wasn't going to fucking steal it. Chill your ass out.
Yeah.
I really hate Marshall Quan as a character. If we head on out, though, to the Bazaar, the Bazaar is a shopping mall that's being held by the Monster Army.
Yeah.
And presided by Flab the Inhaler.
So
trust me, it's good.
Yeah.
Like it sounds horrible. It's good. It's not Reddit bullshit. It's not Borderlands.
I hear you always call Flab the Inhaler. It's just going to be a fat joke. No, Flab has a ton of dignity.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also it's spelled bizarre, like a bizarre occurrence, not bizarre like a place full of tents where you could do trading stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it does both, you see.
Yes. Here. When you come in, we're immediately accosted by a greeter named Ananda Rabindranath, which has to be a reference to something. That's like somebody the writers knew.
Yeah.
Or something like that. And says you need to get a pass to get in. Mm-hmm. Not everyone is allowed here. It's a highly contested merchant space. Or we need somebody from inside to vouch for us to get in.
Yeah. You can ask him about the smugglers. We know that the people who are being sent are coming through here, and he says, yeah, you should probably go check the the parking entrance that's a little bit to the north of here. Ananda is really interesting. He is a glimpse into one of like the religions in here in the setting. He is a Mannerite. He's a member of a religious sect led by somebody named Mr. Manners from out in Utah, and it's entirely about etiquette and style.
Yeah, which is like the rules of those feel arbitrary. I can imagine them being cargo culted into, which fork you put on the outside may as well be an arbitrary order from religion.
Yeah.
This area is huge. When he says to go up to the parking garage, like this is not just the bazaar. This is a huge map.
Yeah.
Inside the area where the petitioners are hanging out, there's a character named Paris Handler who wants to join the bazaar. The way she's doing it is to make dyes because the Monster Army wants red dye. For blood, for their scary masks.
They need fake blood.
I didn't pick up the book for this, so I could not do this. She can vouch for you. This is one of the ways you can get in.
Yeah. You can randomly mix like carbon 14 or whatever in this. Like just a bunch of different chemical compound names at our little chemistry set. The answer is in a book about clown makeup that you found at Irv's apartment is where this is. This is also, at least before the definitive edition, this was a free XP exploit. You could just make red dye over and over and over for eternity and turn this into Ultima Online. And just get like an XP award every time you did it. Ding.
Oh.
Yeah. So Ananda's directions make it sound like you have to go back to the world map and go north. And if you do that, you do get to the Clown Museum, but you are not leveled for it right now.
Yeah, it's different as you get there. And you'll be warned off it. You have to make your way up in this map to the parking garage. There's a bunch of these bomb hopper robots. These are going to be a consistent threat. They're suicide bomb guys who are a pain. If you have a good sniper and you take it slow, you can really snipe them. Yeah.
If you alert too many of them at a time, you can't focus down enough of them. They'll start blowing you up and sapping your resources before you get to a really tough battle.
Yeah. You want to get, if you can, do them one at a time.
Yeah.
You head up and you get to a metal drawbridge here, and there's a smuggler leader. He says, don't come any closer. And this is like, because Wasteland 3 is a good game, you are oftentimes put in a position of tactical disadvantage that you have to get around. They're in their house. They're in a defensive point. You are coming to them, so they have the high ground and cover. And you're at a choke point, and you're on the low ground. How do you get around this?
And by the skin of your teeth is the way you get around it. There's
a tipping point in this game where it stopped being hard for me, but it's not yet. This
No.
is for all CRPGs that basically happens for me. And this game stays challenging for longer.
Yeah.
Than a lot of them.
This is also it's teaching you not to turtle
Yeah.
in this, because all of your cover is destructible, and the guys up on the top, they have rocket launchers, and they have an ability that you can get with a perk, but it's called mortar launch. And it is they like a dragoon jump. They fire up in the air on one turn, and then it comes down the next.
Yeah.
And this will blow up your cover and just fucking ruin your people.
Yeah, depending on your move economy. If you get enough warning, you can move out of the way. But if not, you take a lot of damage.
Yeah.
You take them down. Here, you get their key, and you can open up a room that have a bunch of refugees. Somewhere around here is when I found my pass to the bazaar. That's how I got in. I didn't help the chemistry lady.
Okay.
And they say, the smugglers went back. They had a deal with somebody named Mama Cotter, who we could have talked to in Colorado Springs, but didn't have anything to say.
Yeah.
It went back on their deal and started holding us captive.
Right.
We still want to get into the city. Can you find somebody in the bazaar that can help?
Yeah. They were locked in this shed, freezing to death, is what the smugglers ended up doing. So we go into the bazaar and we look for somebody. But when you go in, a door opens up to the Warrens. We're going to find out these tunnels beneath the mall, and a pig in a bomb vest with makeup on.
It's a pig. It's like Nixon and a pig.
That lives with us. That is on Earth.
That is below us. Yeah.
And it runs out and blows two people up. And the barker, Simon the Squatch, says, no, everything's perfectly safe. You didn't just see that.
Yeah.
And think, Simon the Squatch, what is that? The Monster Army are these people who basically found a bunker full of old Hollywood memorabilia and like Halloween masks. So they all take on the masks and a name that corresponds to like a Hollywood monster.
Yeah. And most brilliant of all, they listen to multiple covers of the Monster Mash. It's great. Very funny. Anytime you take that, like that is a song that is fun to fuck with.
Yes.
Here, Bobby Boris Pickett. He says we should talk to Flab. And if we want to get refugees in, there's a caravaner here named Paradolia Jones.
That's such a good name.
Yeah.
Paradolia is you see faces and things.
Oh, okay, got you.
Yeah,
I knew it from a Baladro card. Mm-hmm. But I couldn't remember which one it was.
Paradolia Jones is such a good like sci-fi cowboy name.
Yeah, it's catchy.
Anyway.
At the bar, there's an NPC named Long John who's in a Richard Nixon mask. He's a pig. And this is a synth here who is doing the joke of like, oh, I do regular human sleep. I eat regular human food here in an accent, and you can keep poking holes in his story.
Mm-hmm.
The kind of synth subplot of this hasn't really started yet. That's going to be some side quest back in Colorado Springs.
Yeah. Like you can get him to describe a dream.
Yeah. That's real fun.
Yeah. And then you promise not to expose him, but everybody knows. Nobody cares.
You can kill him if you want to. You get to decide how hardline you want to be against synths, which is also an interesting, it's like a series legacy thing because they are the bad guys in the first game.
Right.
And later we're going to run into them and they don't do a good job of making synths sympathetic.
No.
In this. I don't think they're trying to, but like, yes, they're sentient. Yes, they just kill people.
Yes.
Like, so they want you to wrestle with that. The way they do it with Long John here is, yes, he's harmless. If you kill him, nothing bad happens.
Right. Also, the way that you treat robots is being watched.
Yes. Yep, by robots that we're going to meet later. There's a little arcade here that used to be in the mall. It was made into a museum with this dork guy. I can't remember his name. He'll give you some quests later.
It's like Quasar or something like that.
Yeah. This guy is also a guy from the series, I want to say. And he has old nerd memorabilia of various stripes. He's got a super scope. He has like some old video game stuff. And he has a Zoltar machine named Tarjan, the Tenebrous. Here, a fortune telling machine. If you get Tarjan tokens, you can put them in here and you get unique things down to unique perks.
Yeah.
This ends up being a high value treasure. I was so mad that it did not move this machine back to my base.
Oh, yeah.
Because for me, the mall died. This guy still lived there. I mentioned that the mobsters came and killed them all for me. I was like, take the fucking thing, come live at my house. Everyone lives at my house. I want to be able to cash in these tokens at home.
There has to be a hand truck around here somewhere.
Yeah. Like, and I'll put it in the fucking tank. Let's go, Quasar. But so I stopped going back here to get the perks because I didn't really need them and the end was in sight. If I was going for the DLC, I ended up ending the game with like 3 tokens. Which would have been good to use.
These are the things that you find inside the toasters most often.
Yeah. They can give you golden toaster parts, which ultimately can go give you a golden toaster, which leads to a toaster side quest Easter egg, which I did not do. But eventually you can get a golden toaster companion that shoots toast.
Yeah.
At things, which I did not do.
Yeah. So you can talk to Paradolia Jones here and convince him to take the refugees here. I had enough kiss ass to say like, hey, everybody will know you as a Robin Hood figure. Think about it. Paradolia Jones, hero of the people.
Yeah. Yeah. I was as a kiss ass specialist in this. I also did that. Yeah. And of course I'm going to side with the refugees.
Yeah.
When we return, we can talk to Mama Cotter, who's taking them in. And she says, there's again, that moral grayness. She's been handing these refugees over to these smugglers to get them in, and the smugglers are mistreating them.
Yeah.
And
like using them as leverage in hostage negotiations and stuff.
Yeah. Like, they are sometimes getting here, and we're like, stop. And she's like, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to do anything I can do to get these people in because they're going to die. Yeah. So yes, this sucks, but it's the only port in a storm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't want her to keep getting people killed. So I take her into the Rangers instead of letting the Marshals kill her.
Got you. I took in her people for this. She didn't join my faction. Her son did or something.
Okay.
So one of her kids ended up, I think these are the kids who ran my vehicle shop.
Okay.
The Arapaho can also run it, I want to say.
That's who I got. Yeah.
No, I got the Cotters. So the Cotters are my vehicle boys. Based on whatever choice I made with her. Yeah.
Gideon's grateful that I've dealt with Mama Cotter. Like it's so weird the way this works out. Like it doesn't matter if you let the refugees in. If you took Mama Cotter out of the equation, he'll arrange for his mechanics for the Arapaho.
There won't be any more. Like the idea is she's the inn they have. So yes, you let in some refugees, but more refugees are now going to come.
Right.
So he was real mad at me. He's like, you think you did something good, but everyone's going to starve. Yeah. And I'm like, you're not going to starve. You live in a golden fucking house.
You're not talking about the deer population here.
Yeah. You're just lying. Fucking, 1%. Yeah. I got Cotter's kids. You can also, if you talk to him, he gives you some mechanics for your garage, which I think is what you did. I gave you some Arapahos.
Yes. Yeah. Now that you have a garage crew, you can upgrade the Kodiak. You can buy some parts, upgrade to a new chassis that is faster, most importantly. But you can also clad against radiation, which can let us get across the map and go for our first of like the main quests after the Gippers. But there's some side stuff with the Bazaar that we have to address.
I love the Kodiak. I love customizing the horn. For it. A trick this game does that I really like that shouldn't work on me is having a weird sound effect or music drop at the beginning of every battle. If you're fighting with the Kodiak, your horn will go off. And when you're fighting with Party Bot, there's like a disco thing that happens at the beginning of every battle. And Pavlovianly, like it's like, oh shit, stuff's on. This is gonna be a tough fight, but it makes it seem fun.
Yeah.
Works really well.
I have the payaso, the clown horn. So it begins with the
yeah. It's like, oh, we're time to fight. Eventually, you get a Knight Rider upgrade for that, which is what I ended up doing for that. For my sound effect, or you can get that. If we go back to the Bazaar though, to the side quest, we can meet Flab, as we mentioned, and we hear the Danzig sounding cover of the Monster Mash, the serious Monster Mash. There.
And Flab's quarters are like a children's playroom. It even has like the puzzle piece padding on the floor. And he's in here, and yes, he is a man of gravity. And he says, hey, we need help dealing with a threat down in the Warrens. Someone keeps sending out these makeup suicide bomber pigs, and we suspect that it's the payasos, these Hispanic clowns. that we have run into. You can run into some up along the side, like up near the parking garages, and kind of
on
an
your way
alternate
to
way.
the refugees.
Yeah. And then if you stopped at the clown museum and were sent away, this is the payasos.
Yeah.
It's like, like we can't have exploding pigs be sent at us.
Yeah. Yep. I really like that every gang in this has a pretty strong mechanical identity
Yes.
in this. If you fight them, the payasos use insults and smoke bombs because they're using clown supplies. They're using Sekiro shit. And because that's their religion, they think, we mentioned this last episode, the apocalypse was a joke.
Yes.
Was the punchline to a joke, and they're here to laugh.
Yes.
So when we talked to Flab, we mentioned, have dignity. Like, you can talk to him about the old wars and everything. And he's just, again, very dignified. He's a big fat Dracula listening to the Monster Mash who has more dignity than some humans in real life.
Yeah. You can just like ask him to tell stories. He's been around for a long time,
Yeah. This is a demerit. I don't like this dungeon.
It's way too big. It's really sprawling.
Big. You spend a lot of time in it.
Yeah.
And then there's just like a lot of nodes of combat. Like, I love the combat in this. The payasos are down here. They're sending up suicide bomber pigs, and we have to clear these warrens. Basically, there's a couple other things to do here, but there are just lots of sections of payasos. Their gimmick is they make hot hogs. They have regular hogs, and if they light them up, they'll come at you.
Yes.
They don't immediately explode. They take a couple seconds. They're kind of like the bomb bots, except a little bit easier. And there's a delay, and they don't always light the hogs on fire. Sometimes the hogs just stand around with dynamite on them forever.
Yeah. Never had one of these explode on me.
Yeah.
That couple of turn delay is huge.
Well, yeah, and you recognize them as a threat. Like, these guys got to go because they can get multiple guys. Any kind of explosion's a really big deal. Yes, you want to prioritize explosions in terms of eliminating the enemy.
Yeah. In addition to the smoke grenades and the demoralize affect the jokes, the payasos have a lot of flamethrower guys, the payaso fuegos. They're really heavily armored, which is the primary deal, but they can just, using a cone of effect, put burning on your entire party at one time. Yep.
Again, you can't turtle through here. I think that subtly with this dungeon, one of the things they want to teach you with the refugee thing, here is how you're going to be in a disadvantaged position. How do you deal with that?
Yeah.
Here, there are multiple ingresses to several of these places to fight. I think they want you to separate your party.
Yeah.
It's hard to want to do that, but if you see somebody, you can usually go around and pincer them, and it's generally worth it. It's counterintuitive to do so, but I feel like with the flamethrower thing, they can only get part of your party if you do that, and everyone else can shoot that guy in the back.
Yeah. And if you're, on the other side of the smoke, then that is good. Yeah.
They'll also throw down smoke sometimes in a way that helps you. Smoke gives cover to everyone who's in it. There, so they just,
Also, like, they tend to, like, throw it just where the combat is happening, which is bad. But if you have somebody with melee,
they can just go up there and punch them, or AoEs.
Melee's not affected. Yeah.
Grenades. So we're going through these different combat arenas. Kind of the final one here has a merry-go-round in it that has been rigged with these blades. These will hurt you and stun you if you get near it. So there's kind of a hazard in the middle of the battlefield. They don't do anything else with this. This is the only time this appears. I hear. And there are worms. There are frostworm things. There's a frostworm like boss. This is a recurring monster. You can fight for challenge and a bunch of extra points. I think this dungeon could have used one or the other.
Yep. Could have been worms. Could have been like, our foundation's being undermined by these worms. Go down and deal with them. Yeah.
It's very funny that the clown guys are sending up exploding pigs. There's also an infestation of gigantic killer worms. Yeah. We don't care about that, though. It was their place first. Like, they pay rent. It's fine. We really just care about the exploding pig clowns. Yeah, every sentence talking about this game makes it sound like shit. Just the exploding pig clowns. It's good, I promise.
Oh man, yeah, the worms are a frequent overworld encounter that you run into.
Their basic gimmick is they can teleport. They tunnel under the ground. While you're here, you can find these frozen storage lockers. This is where we get the provost, which we talked about. He only speaks in fragments of Latin. and he's just one of these non-controllable followers. There is a side quest for him. You can find a special random encounter and get a perk from him. I did only read about that afterwards, so I didn't do it.
Yeah. He's really good. He's got a powerful pistol and he's a really good shot with it.
You have to get used to the idea of not keeping these things alive.
Yes.
They will die at some point. You'll get exploded. But he, again, a boost. Like early on, animals and little follower guys are very useful. They become less useful as your team gets more powerful, but you get a lot of that. We mentioned last time with Animal Training 1, every character in your party can have an animal, and even a fox or a cat has enough hit points to take a few hits.
Yeah, and like a fox or a cat, like it's above animal handling 1, but it's not that far.
Well, a cat is 1, I think. Like there's a couple things you can get at 1.
Oh no, I was going to talk about getting the passive effects. No, you don't even have to have the perk to get the better effects. They can give you like a moving. It's like an accessory slot that can attack sometimes.
Almost exactly like that. And you have to have the animal handling skill, not the perk. Like there is a skill that makes their benefits better, but just to be able to charm them. Yeah, to be able to pet a cat. And then there's the final encounter here with a Payaso boss. Not the final Payaso boss because there's a clown museum, but there's just a lot of clowns in a room here with a guy who is very Jokerfied. Everyone has smoke and fire. It's very chaotic. They have the advantage, but it's a pretty small choke point going in, and if you make them come out to you, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
Get a sniper.
Yeah. Oh man. Very good. Just to get a sniper and then work him up to 10 on that as fast as you can to get the infinite ambush.
Yeah, until you run out of ammo. Very good. Yeah, sniping in this game is fun.
Yeah. There are a couple more bazaar quests. When you leave the bazaar after clearing the Warrens, Charlie Knows, our friend from back at the casino, will radio and ask for help, saying like, hey, the bazaar is this huge wasted opportunity. We can't have can't have this gang of people in monster masks running this place. Help me. And you can claim the mall for the cartel.
Yes. He specifically says that the monster army is weak. Yes. Like if we don't take it, somebody's going to. Like there has been here. And I said that, I'd think about it here, but this is a timed quest.
Yeah.
Which I didn't realize. So the monster, the bazaar, he didn't end up taking it, but animals or something came and killed everybody. Like I came back to the bazaar later and everyone was dead. I was like, well, shit, I didn't know that could happen. I didn't realize it was a time quest. I did something else instead. Yeah.
Rip Flab.
Yeah. Dead Flab. Except for what's his head, the Zoltar Zippy Zap.
Yeah.
He's still around.
But he does live. So even if you say no to Charlie, he will say like, I'll give you a chance to reconsider. You're going to want a piece of this action. He and his guys are waiting in a room up by the parking garage. It's not a problem to take them out. And Flab is grateful. And I like having Flab favors. Yeah,
I would have liked to have had Flab. I just didn't want to take a side. I thought maybe they'd fight or I'd get to do it later. I was doing a main quest. There's another side quest you get here. There's a character named Eidolon at the Chicks Flicks Theater, kind of an Elvira kind of thing. And says, hey, the monster army used to live in this bunker and we had some films. Like she's in a theater. It's like, yeah, this would work if we had the reels. You can go there. It's full of robots here with mechs and kind of high level mechs that have different abilities. We're going to run into versions of these later. A drill mech, a shock mech, and a slice mech.
Yes.
That you have to deal with.
Yeah, and you fight them in a big theater viewing room. It's not quite the Scorpion bot that you ended up sneaking past in the tutorial, but all three of them at once is a lot.
I ended up doing this later. I went back to the monster or the bazaar, and everyone was dead. And I was like, I still have this quest. I'm going to go to that thing. I couldn't drop off the quest. I just went to fight the monsters, and by the time I did it, I was so powerful, like it was nothing.
Oh yeah. I did it contemporaneously, and it was rough. But you take the reels back, they're too damaged to use, and the projector is broken anyway. What Eidolon wants to do is look at look at the film and get story ideas.
Yeah.
So you can help put together a story out of bits of 80s movies that you're interpreting.
Yeah. Yeah, and this is a porno theater because of sexiness.
Yeah.
So the ones you make are porno-y, right?
Yeah. You're ultimately making a porno out of like Raiders of the Lost Ark and Back to the Future, and you can name it, and all of the titles are body. I chose the most direct one, Fuck Loose.
Yeah, Fuck Loose is good. It sounds like somebody calling somebody a recluse.
Oh yeah,
like they should invent the brown Fuck Loose spider. So like they've invented the spider that fucks. Cool spider. Yeah.
So, yeah, it's cute. It's a cute little quest.
Yeah. There's another side quest here that is really important, only kind of a side quest here.
Yeah.
When you're leaving here, Angela Death, who is a former ranger, kind of a series mascot character, presumed missing from an earlier mission, the one who went to Colorado, and she's in the previous game. She radios and says, "Hey, we're not missing. What happened was our people found out the patriarch is a dictator, and we're working to overthrow him. If you don't believe me, that's fine." She's so understanding. I ended up not siding with her at the end. She's like, "Well, I guess." Like she just spends the entire time being like, "Well, that's your choice. I respect it." She's kind of like Steve Brule. I guess, who cares? She says, "If you don't believe us, there's a man named Ironclad Cordite who's being held in a bunker beneath Broadmoor Heights, and go talk to him as a thing."
Yeah, he'll tell you stuff that will make you believe us that the patriarch is a bad guy if you have not already come to that conclusion.
Yes. You go down there, there's some mercenaries guarding it. You can convince them to leave. It's just like, "Hey, is this worth your life?" Here, they're talking amongst themselves what to call themselves, just hanging out in this hydroponics lab.
Yeah. One of the candidates is Hydro Crew.
Hydro Crew. I like Hydro Crew. Deeper in, you see this is the Buchanan family's shelter. There's a note from Saul's grandmother in the study. This is a personal hidden area.
Yes. There's a utility room that exits into a sewer that is full of these enemies that I fought for the first time, these mutated toads.
Yeah. These guys are problems. We're going to run into them consistently.
Incredibly high armor, and there are frost toads that will do freezing attacks on you.
Yes. Eventually we can find this grate. We can open up Ironclad Cordite's cell, and he'll talk to us. He says, "I can help if you slip me some shotgun shells. You get a choice here to do what to do with them." Angela Death says to hold on to him. I let him go back. I did not want him on my team.
Yeah. This isn't the freeing him thing. This is
gotcha.
This is slipping some stuff through a vent, so he can possibly help you.
Yeah, I didn't do this. I think I found the cell first then. In that case.
Yeah. I went out through the utility room, and he'll join in the fight if he has some ammo.
Yeah. If we go to the end of the room here where there are mercenaries guarding a guy, I hear they're guarding two people here in addition to Ironclad, a guy named Clouds Drifting West. And we find out this guy is a leader of the Godfishers, who we'll encounter later this episode, who are the nastiest of the currently operating gangs.
Oh yeah, terrible.
No sympathy for these guys. And basically the twist here, the thing we're learning from the patriarch is these gang leaders who he said he defeated, he's keeping. His people have to keep these warlords fed and cared for. Don't interrogate them. Don't ask them what's going on. He's caring for them. And if we talk to Clouds Drifting West, he says, "No, we have a deal." Saul sent a deal. He sent us people who were going to die anyway, to us for our religion. Their whole thing is they have a sky exchange thing where they turn people into kites and offer them up to the sky.
Yeah.
And he's, in exchange for this, for giving us victims, we don't attack his territory.
Right. Yeah. And Liberty, went out and prosecuted the war against these folks. Was the one who hauled Clouds Drifting West back to her dad, and then was betrayed. Like when Saul didn't kill him, she was like, "I'm out of here."
Yeah. Yep. Again, the theme of your principles matter in the in the face of practicality.
Yeah.
He wants you to end his suffering. And Duckfeed loves euthanasia. I said, I'd already killed your people in Denver because I did this later. And he just says, they didn't pray hard enough. I'm like, you guys are fucking degenerate grossios. Like, you guys got to go.
There's no dignity here. You don't get that.
Yeah. I kill him here. No problem.
Yeah. This game only has limited death animations. You kill him by turning off his life support. But because there's only a couple of ways people can die, he explodes in blood.
I would like to say, have you ever seen somebody taken off life support in anything other than a movie?
Nope.
You don't know this doesn't happen.
Okay.
Yeah, they might explode.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why people don't like to do it.
Huh.
Yeah, dangerous. Blood bomb.
Yeah.
Grandpa blood bomb over here.
Grandpa blood.
We talked to Free Ironclad Cordite. He has a bunch of people guarding him here.
Yeah.
And they do a rock version of the Battle Hymn of the Republic. It's kind of great.
It's a really good fight.
And here is where we learn he's the leader of another gang, the Scar Collectors. They're slavers. And he's, his destiny to rule the West. And he also had a deal. Saul struck a deal with him, the Godfishers and the Piassos, to not attack Colorado Springs, and to guard Colorado from the smaller gangs.
Right.
So basically a protection racket. He's going to give them what they need in exchange for keeping the town safe.
Yes. And Ironclad Cordite, he's here because this arrangement made them complacent. Liberty came along right after the Scar Collectors had a failed coup against them. He was weakened. And she told the gangs about their leaders being turned into guard dogs, about this deal. And they were overthrown and he was captured.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you can tell him what to do here. He'll join you as a party member, which I think is weird because you can just bring him up to the patriarch and be like, look who I found. I've never taken him though, because he's a slaver. Yeah. Angela Death wants you to take him. Even on the playthrough when I side with Angela Death, I didn't take him. I either killed him because slaver, or you can just say like, you're none of my business. Get out of here. Go Reeve in the East. Angela Death is really mad. She's like, you should have, I told you to keep a hold of him. We need him. She wants you to at least not, you could take him into custody, but don't let him go.
Yeah. He's not going to go east. Like you say, like just, go back where you came from. And he's like, well, I'm going to take the fight to the patriarch. I have to get my honor back. I have to fulfill my destiny. And I was like, well, yeah, you're going to do it alone, which I felt confident doing because he is just one guy who happens to have a shotgun for an arm.
Yeah. He left for me. I don't know what happened. He did not do that. I said, you do what you want. And he disappeared from the game. Oh, did he come back for you?
I haven't gotten to that point yet. Okay. I don't know.
I don't think he does. We had another side quest kind of introducing this, these other slavers here. This woman named La Perla will show up at our HQ with slavers and say, hey, help us recover this woman who got away. Her name's Hallie. And we're like, I don't want to deal with slavers. She says, listen, those doors in your base, I can unlock them. And here's the code for the first one as a show of goodwill. Yeah.
And there's really good equipment back there. Yeah. There's like some pieces of power armor and stuff. It's a good haul. But there's a bigger door that hides better equipment that you can only get by agreeing to go hunt down this woman.
Yes. Which I did. I didn't do it in my first game, but I wanted to see what was behind the forbidden door. Like I already have my canonical playthrough where I didn't help this person, so I wanted to see what happened. You just lie to her and tell her mom's there. It's real bleak. And La Perla gives you the code and you get a bunch of cool armor weapons.
No. I hear there's a really good helmet back there, the commander's helmet.
Yeah.
It's huge.
You can really jump the curve. Like it's curve jumping equipment.
Yeah.
For this.
So I told Hallie, like, hey, La Perla's after you. You need to be more careful. And then I sent the slaver in the other direction. I wanted to kill her, but her, I think I was level 10 at this point, and all of her dudes were I don't know. The suggested level on the quest was 15, and I just wasn't up for it. Yeah.
What's interesting is if you send her back to Perla, she shows up later. The girl, she ends up in a slave camp, which in the end game, basically, and she's real pissed. I was like, yeah, no, I gotcha, but I'm liberating you now. Yeah. I know it's in the forbidden closet of mystery. Tell me you wouldn't be curious. You got a house, you move into a house with a closet that you don't have unlocked that has another closet within it. Imagine not wanting to know what's inside that closet.
It's a dream, literally.
It's literally a dream. That's going to open you up into the Great Hollow. You got to go down there. Maybe you're sitting on an ash lake.
And you would never know.
Yeah.
There's another guy who shows up at your base. You occasionally get these petitioners
Mhm.
that appear. Also, I didn't make a note of it, but at some point, if you walk through your main hallway, if you let the refugees stay, they will be in conflict with the troops. Like there's going to be a big screaming match because the army is like, hey, we need our barracks. We're expanding. The nature of the deal has changed, and you have to find a way to resolve it. I only had the stats necessary not to kick them out, but to move the refugees to the brig. It's like you're not imprisoned, but you're going to need to stay here.
Yeah, you have to live with Mushroom Man.
Yeah.
The my guys were out there. I sent them to town early on. We talked to this mercenary guy who shows up, this petitioner, Gary NACL, Knuckle Wolf, also a series character, I believe.
This is a guy from 2.
Yeah.
This is a Kickstarter backer.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's why he's got the dork name.
Yeah, it's got the table salt name. Yeah.
No, I was just saying Gary, like the comedy name that everyone uses.
Gotcha. Okay. I was being nicer to you.
I mean, I know what I'm under no illusions. He wants you to help taking out the synth that they're hunting named October 11, hiding out in Colorado Springs. Daisy won't let them hunt down the synth because of an incident where a bunch of people got hurt. These guys are roughnecks.
Yeah, they just went in and open fire. Got a lot of innocent people hurt. October the 11th, if you follow, like, there's like a hot and cold thing with your radio. You'll get like interference as you get closer to this thing. He's in the Patriarch Museum. I had already sent the curator for the Patriarch Museum back to my base.
Same.
So I was like, maybe this is a broken quest. Maybe I did this in the wrong order. And it just won't let me fail. You can sneak in. The synth is hiding out among the deactivated animatronics.
Pretty fun.
And it's an adult body, but if you talk to him, I use nerd shit to incapacitate him, but he was still able to talk. It's an adult body, but he speaks in a child's voice. He was intended to be an infiltration unit, but he was put in the wrong body. So it's got like a little kid, like 5-year-old voice.
Yeah. And this is to play with your sympathies here.
Yes.
Good gamer moral good actions are you save the sentient robots. When you talk to him, he talks about he's traveling with his friend Tourmaline, and you can say, they claimed you killed a lot of people. And he says, we did. And what they do? Nothing. But humans kill synths. So we had to kill them first.
Yeah.
So I'm like, no, fuck that. I don't tolerate that in anybody. So I shoot him in the head here. And you go back to Wolf, and Wolf gives you your pay, but he's a real asshole. He wants to hang out. I let him hang out so he can help with a fight later. He never goes inside. It's very funny. He wants to hang out and just freeze to death outside by the statue.
Yeah. Yeah. He wants to use our, HQ as a base for hunting synths. And they're like, I'm not down for that. Go do your work elsewhere.
He's an asshole.
That is orthogonal to our mission. He calls us a pussy and leaves.
Yeah. Cool Kickstarter backer. Whoever did this and did the backer is a cool guy who loves to rock and roll and kill synths and call people pussies.
Yeah. God, an adult with a child's voice that kills whenever anybody whenever anybody suspects that they're a synth. Yeah, no, that's not going to fly.
Yeah. But it's not even if anyone suspects. They ambushed them. Like, the story, it's like there's no threat.
Yeah.
Like, they do a weird job in this and I think it is intentional. I think it is trying to make everything the most middle of a shade of gray as you can, but they do a bad job, I think, of giving you sympathy for robots, other than the robot collective, which we're going through, and I would rather die than betray them. It's not always a good idea, like doing it. It doesn't make the best ending, honestly. But like, I'm going to get them on my side.
Yeah.
We get another quest. The mechanic at the bazaar who we talked to, Randy Gitt, wants us to rescue his family from some raiders who took over, and he says, I'll come work for you. If we get going. So we go there, we find this place has been overrun by these spiky Wolverine things. All the kidnappers are dead there.
Yeah.
And we kind of find out what happened to them. They didn't have an exit plan. They didn't know what holding hostages meant. They kept them just prisoner for a long time and couldn't do it. So they got bored, they got drunk. And there was a failed escape attempt, and but one person died. And
the survivor is in the main house. and it's Randy's little sister, and she has completely lost her mind. She is eating a body when you go in, and she's raving. I forget what she calls the fingers that she's eating, but like they're candy or something. Yeah. I wrote it down. I didn't forget it. I wrote it down. It was literally right in front of me.
Yeah.
And she is collecting dreams for her brother by eating people, just waiting for her brother to come back.
Yep.
And she's about to attack and eat us to get our dreams. I don't have the hard ass to stop her. So kill her. It's like, just put her out of her misery.
I bring her back to her brother. And I'm straight with Randy, like, hey, she's kind of gone. And he says, oh, that's okay. Like, I will, it's still my only family. I'm going to work on her. They move into the garage and nothing bad happens. They're expecting her to law truck. But she just doesn't. The brother keeps her under control. There's also a minor side quest just for completionism's sake where you can get the cook for your base from the bazaar. Did you do that?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
That's just a matter, like he says, oh man, I wish I had noodles. And you find a vending machine down in the Warrens underneath the bazaar that has some instant noodles. And he's like, hooray, I will come join you.
Something that the game doesn't explain very well is that food is how you should always be healing between battles. Never use your medical supplies. Those are for in battles. Food is cheap. It heals you all the way. Yeah. Like, buy food and keep food. Going on to the first, shitty fail son here, the Zealot of this quest.
Yeah.
We head north. We get ambushed by Liberty Buchanan and her giant robots. We get actually one of these cutscenes, and she's warning us. My father sent spies. Here are all their heads. He should send better spies.
And again, the jump scare whenever you get one of these, Bethesda angle kind of things, like her walking up with a bundle of heads and throwing it at you.
Yeah. It changes perspective entirely.
Yeah. And you can pump her for information about her brothers, just saying like, okay, well, we're not going to fight you. But just, we got to take your brothers out. She's like, fine, tells you some stuff. And then, gives us the warning and then leaves.
Yeah. She would prefer you take out her brothers.
Yes.
If you cheat and beat her here, the game reacts to it accordingly, because you can fight her or you just won't win. There's no way to win legit. You have to do it through cheats.
Okay.
Past this, we reach Denver. And when we get here, so Denver, silly. I swear this is a good game. There's a trial when you get there with Mother Nancy Reliance and her husband, the God President Reagan, that is a gigantic Mecha Reagan statue.
With laser eyes, who renders judgment by evaporating people.
Like, you put a gun to the back of my head and you're like, listen, you fat podcasting motherfucker, why is this okay and Liberty Prime isn't? I'm going to get shot. I don't have a good answer for that, other than that this is kind of funnier and more specific.
This has like Liberty Prime is like not really connected to anything. It's just something that the Brotherhood built because hoorah, America. It is this pro-America thing that is in the middle of this work that, at least prior to this, was a very cynical look. I think the Liberty Prime is supposed to be satirical. It's rebuilt from things during the Chinese War and Fallout. So the Brotherhood got it because of technology. They don't like that it's rah-rah. It's just in its programming. So it's of a piece with John Henry Eden, is supposed to be the idea. It just sucks ass. Whereas I like Reagan statue. This is just funnier.
Yeah, it is much funnier.
Like Liberty Prime isn't funny.
Yeah,
I guess.
Liberty Prime is not, for some people, I'm sure Liberty Prime is funny. Not for me. I'm a different kind of beast.
Yeah. No, I just something being funny and being like articulated in a funny way. It makes all the difference.
Yeah.
And the fact that just describing it like, oh, it's a big Reagan bot. Like, everything you're going to do after this in Denver is going to be about the Gippers, this cult that controls all of the oil in Colorado, but like a cult that formed around the very real, hagiography, sanctification of Reagan.
Yeah.
Right?
The Jelly Bean Boy himself. This is marker for how Wasteland is indebted to the 80s, like Fallout is to the 50s.
Yes.
That is the decade this takes. It also, they treat it, for as silly as this is and as funny as it is, they do treat parts of this seriously in terms of Reagan's politics and philosophy.
Yes.
The person who is being the defendant is this cultist who is one of the sky fishers. He cut off somebody's arms and legs, flew them up on a kite to appease the sky god. And there's another person here. It's a choice. There's a robot from this commune we're going to talk to. The robot says they're a direct democracy, and he came to heal people. He's a missionary, basically.
Yeah.
And the Reagan bot, of course, kills the person who came to give free healthcare.
Yeah, vaporize the communist because cannot be suffered to live. But the hippie is just expressing freedom of religion,
yes.
So they get to go back.
It's not subtle. We talked to Mother Nancy, and she says, "Hey, you should speak with me and Ronnie in the Western White House's sacred server room to come here, and we're going to be here for a while. This is a huge area, big quest hub."
Yeah. Every woman is named Nancy except for the nurse who is in the process of being excommunicated. Fallen women in the society are called Wymans, which is the name of Ronald Reagan's first wife.
Very funny.
Jane Wyman.
Yep. You degraded from your Nancys to your Wymans.
Yeah. But you go in and you're looking around like this is a museum to Reagan. There's a very funny painting by the door to the server room done by war journalists depicting Ronald Reagan riding a very happy raptor dinosaur holding a laser rifle and waving an American flag.
Yeah. The kind of thing that when this game came out was beyond parody, but that Trump would repost of himself, like without understanding what he had been doing. When we get here and meet Reagan is this faulty AI. It's responding to keywords. It's kind of it's an actual AI. It is sentient, we're going to find out, but it is very sick.
Yes. And Nancy is just interpreting for him, like a lot of people think was happening toward the end of Reagan's run because of his advanced dementia that was being hidden from people.
Yeah.
So Valor is here, the son that we have been sent here to get. He's a really arrogant Poindexter who is actually a true believer.
Yeah.
Like he's not just here taking advantage of these people. He wants to help them improve their God.
He's really unlikable. They make all the kids really hard to tolerate in this, and they want to tempt you into shooting him for being an asshole.
Yeah.
Nancy agrees that she'll hand him over. We say our job regardless is to get this guy. And she goes, okay, go to the Denver airport. There's a cybernetic transfer module there we can get from this robot commune we can't get into. We're going to use this to put Reagan back in a human body. And ultimately, this is what Valor wants, is to have Reagan put into his body.
Right.
Gross. Throatus. And I love the robot commune. You go there and you're met with this gigantic like Scorpo bot, like big spider bot named Greedo. Greedo, who is just like real nice. He's a hippie. This is a commune.
He's just a dude.
It's really great. I love all of these robots.
Yeah. He's just like, the machine intelligence tower, like he'll call you, but just like, wander around, check the vibe.
And he says, you were scared when I first came up. That makes sense. Like he's not an idiot. He knows he's a robot. It's not Soma. It's not robots who think they're human. They know they're robots. They're just cool dudes. They're all Jake the dog.
And they're not synths. No. Like there's only one synth in the entire place.
Yeah. There is, and it's a synth from the second game, an important synth. There's a bunch of robots debating how to flip a frozen dead tortoise. Very funny. Why aren't you flipping it on and it's dead? Like, why aren't you helping it? And they're just debating, why they're not helping it. Very funny.
Yeah. And you just go up and flip it.
Yeah. And then they decide how to flip it back. Like they're stuck in this loop. It's very cute. We can find the radio DJ, which turns out to be an AI who plays the overall music. And she's real nice, kind of flirty.
Yep.
And you can tell her she's doing a great job. She ultimately, if you do things right, she gifts you with PartyBot. So if you want to get PartyBot, you help her out.
You pass PartyBot on the way in.
Yeah, PartyBot's great. He's like DiscoBot, but he's named PartyBot. He does similar things. He's a really good follower because he can heal.
Yeah. As you're kind of going around, you're kind of getting these little moral tests. We're going to find out later on. There's a robot named Little Sparrow. Who was originally in a car factory, who worked polishing joints, but it decided, when it became sentient, I want to go into a different line of work.
Yeah.
I want to polish other things. It modified itself to become a sex robot.
Yeah, and you can fuck the sex robot, which I did because why not? And this ultimately ended up speaking good of me. This was a morally good choice.
Also, not fucking the sex robot speaks to good judgment.
I like that. Yeah. There's a character named Pico here, who is a slicer dicer robot who's building a video game to try to prepare robots to defend themselves. The robots have like a prime directive not to hurt humans, so they lose all the time.
Yeah.
And you can do a little simulation with him. It just constantly, every time you choose fight in this little simulation, he says talk, over and over. It's a really high level check to convince him to do anything different. And you maybe don't want to. If you do it, I had to come back later. He disables that, the not hurting humans thing. He's like, yeah, no, we can, I no longer care about humans. And he's real cold to you, because you went into his programming and made him that way. Huh. It's one of those things where you don't necessarily want to do the task the game gives you. Just because a quest is there doesn't mean you're going to like the outcome.
Right. So the machine intelligence tower, when you go up to talk to it, up in the air traffic control tower, scans all of our previous actions to see if we are compatible with the commune's goals.
Yeah.
And it will give you it'll give you a rundown. It does not like that you killed October the 11th, even if you have a positive score at the end. It says your sins will follow you. You will pay.
Yeah. It's a little menacing. This is a collective. So when they talk about stuff, they just talk about what percentage of their brains think something, and it's never 100%. Even if you do well, they're like 95% of us think you're going to be fine. 5% of us want to kill you right now.
Yeah.
Here. There's also a character from the second game you can talk to, and if you let her have a second chance, the synth. I hear this speaks well of you.
Yes.
She says, okay, I can give you the cybernetic transfer interface, but don't use this to transfer Reagan into a human body. That's going to overwrite the human's mind. It's going to kill them. To replace them with Reagan, who's a doddering old AI. Take him to us. He needs to be returned to the commune, and he's under the Gipper's control right now. He's sick.
Yeah.
It's elder abuse. Bring him back to us.
Yeah. And it gives us the machine, the man-machine interface, saying, all right, well, we're going to trust you with this. You'll do the right thing.
Yeah.
When you get there.
On the way out, Sal lets us know if we return Reagan, this robot named Partybot will join us. You want him. He's great. He's best at party prolongment and puke prevention. Mechanically, he will shoot healing darts, so he can heal from a distance. Which is really good. He takes one round to wind up, which is kind of a pain, but useful all game. And this is another choice. When you get to the end, you're choosing between this and a cool gun for your tank.
Yes. Or no, that's the Knight Rider thing.
No, that's what you can get the Reagan's gaze from this.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Yeah. So you go back to the server room. And you break the news if you want to. You can just have him go through with it and put Reagan into a human body and take him back to the patriarch that way.
Reagan. Shit, Moon's Reagan.
Well, he's like this.
Well.
I did. He did say well a lot.
Yeah.
I only read about this, but the patriarch's not happy. It's only technically bringing him back alive. But even if you warn him, Valor doesn't care.
Yeah, he doesn't buy it. He's too smart for this.
Yeah, you're just like, I'm strong. It's fine.
I can fight this off. Nancy, you can say before you do this actually as well, you can weaken the Reagan defenses by fucking with their consoles. Since I knew I was going to kill all the Reaganites, I did that as well.
Right. That's down in the Building a Better Reagan side quest. You talk to Valor and he wants you to go around and do his legwork for him, go into these terminals. Yeah. You cannot do all of the upgrades or sabotages at once unless you have a really high nerdy stuff rating. Yeah.
Which I did. I had a nerdy guy. I was doing these, it's kind of de-interlaced. I did this on my way because I knew I was going to fight the Regos. Nancy says you can do the honor of doing it, and you get to choose how you're going to do this. You can insert the module. You can transfer Reagan to the either to the Ranger HQ. I gave him to the Computer Collective as a thing. You can also, if the machine gets destroyed, you'll have failed this quest in the firefight. So you're doing a different thing. I joined the machines. I like the machines. I killed all the Gippers. I sent them here. It started a fight. I fought my way out. You go out into the courtyard and you fight all of the Gippers. If you haven't sabotaged the Reagan statue will fight you here as well.
Oh, shit.
And you fight them with your car. And I think this is where they play the sad cover of Land of Confusion. Over the fight.
All right. Yeah, I was wondering why I hadn't heard that yet.
I did that. I arrested Valor in his human body, sent him back. I don't end up, he kills some of the other kids, but this one, he's just a dork. He can live in jail.
Yeah.
And killed the rest of the Reaganites.
Okay. Yeah. So, Nancy gives you the thing and says, yeah, no, this is your choice to make, the whole free will thing. And I transferred him to HQ because I do not want a Reagan rolling around loose.
You don't want him rolling around your house.
Well, but the Rangers can imprison him.
He gets if you send him to the robots, he gets subsumed. He basically disappears into the machine intelligence, one of millions and millions of AIs.
I did not want even a risk of the Reagan rising in the ranks.
You could have killed the Reagan
to corrupt them. Yeah,
you could have killed the Reagan.
I could have killed the Reagan.
Believed in your convictions, you could have killed the Reagan. Download him into Valor and shoot Valor in the head.
Yeah, I didn't do that because I wanted to return Valor back to his dad alive.
Yeah, well, I guess your morals aren't worth that much.
Well, this is a game that is meant to, you can't get everything you want, right? Yeah. So I didn't send it back. The robots were not happy with me. The Gippers are like, well, okay, you're holding our god hostage. So none of them attacks. They just all hate you.
Ruins your rep with them. If you help the robots, you can go help out. The robots will ultimately end up taking care of this place or attempting to do so. This can lead to, depending on what kind of ending you're trying to get, this can be a problem because this is oil production. It's real silly though. It's very artificial because you have the robots here. If you don't have the robots here as well, it kind of presumes that nobody else can take this over and do oil. Like the Patriarch couldn't send somebody to run the oil mines here. Yeah. So it's a little artificial. The idea here though is they want you to side with the Gippers so you keep them alive because they're useful even though they're morally repugnant. That is the idea.
Yeah. I don't think it's terrible to hold these fucking extremists hostage. Yeah. So,
it's better to kill them.
Yeah.
The Nancy Reagan, it's like how somebody wants to have sex with Elon Musk. It's like that's a fail case. Can't be a wife of one of these guys. Fail case. Got to go.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. So the Patriarch is happy they got his kid. And we'll get a call from the Ranger General, the guy from the second game, asking us for the status. And he's going to ask, basically he's going to get a feeler for where you're at here.
Yeah.
And you can be,
hey, what do you think?
Yeah. You can be non-committal. You can completely hide the truth about the Patriarch. You can say the Patriarch is bad and we're going to take him down. You can say, I'm still trying to figure out what to do. You can reveal whether Angela Death is still alive. And he basically says, if you don't play ball with the Patriarch, we will die. Arizona will die.
You're probably going to have to compromise.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
There's some side quests around here. Since her sister, Nancy Glory, asks us to deal with the Godfishers who are there, the people who fly the kites. And there are little bases around the White House.
It's really fucking gruesome. They lop the arms and legs off of these bodies and then send them up to fly on a kite alive.
Yeah. It's real silly. These guys are gross. No sympathy for these guys.
No. Nothing it's just three little things, three little encounters with them. They really like throwing cryo grenades. Is kind of their deal.
They couldn't find a thematically appropriate grenade for these guys.
Yeah.
Eventually there's a big battle between the Gippers and the Godfishers in the plaza where you can use your car. And you get this country version of America the Beautiful. And if Reagan is alive, it will zap people with his laser eyes and demoralize the big Reagan statue. You can fight along with it.
Yes. There is a doctor the Wyman, the Nancy who was excommunicated, who was worried about being made redundant because she knows that the technology to heal better than her is there, because the robots keep sending the missionaries over to heal people. The only thing keeping her in shelter is the fact that she is valuable as a medic for these people. She wants us to go and learn what secrets of medicine the robot commune doctors have, so she can keep her position.
Yeah. So this quest I didn't get, I think, because I had already decided I did it in a different order. I did talk to Vivisecto, who is the robot at the commune here, who gives you a quest to go find his assistant from this Vicky from the hangar out back. I had a CRPG thing where, because I didn't do this quest, or it didn't fire for me, I went and explored that area, and there were just encounters that had nothing to do with, just, there's some monsters here hanging out. I'm just going to fight them. This is where you are introduced to the guys that explode, the droolers who go up to you and explode and poison your characters. Big problem.
But Vicky was originally just a subroutine, a part of Vivisecto, who was sent out, didn't have any autonomy. But when I came back here, it developed one of its own. Like it just said, like, I've got a gender now. I'm a she. I'm a person. And she doesn't want to go back and be taken back into Vivisecto. So I send her back to the HQ to help us.
Vivisecto is a real asshole.
Yeah. But Vivisecto does sell you the thing that you need in order to install cyborg parts onto people.
Yes. Cyborg parts are a weird little subsystem of this that I think is a little bit underdeveloped. I feel like they were going to do something cooler with it. It's a perk you can get. It's very expensive and allows you to, you have a utility item, a ring slot thing. It allows you to equip some special versions of those. Yeah. They're pretty limited utility. Some of them are pretty good. There's a hacking one, like a thing that disables robots. There's a laser eye that's cheap to use. A lot of them are like plus 30% healing rate and shit like that. And it just doesn't seem that useful to me.
I got this and I couldn't decide who to put it on. So I went, I've just kind of kept it around, primarily because the cyborg parts that I've seen are all like, a moderate boost to armor.
These might get good in the DLC.
Yeah.
I ultimately, whenever I have a choice of one person to get a thing, I always give it to my main guy. So he had the thing, but I didn't end up using it for most of the game.
Okay. Yeah. While you're down around Denver, you get a call from a U.S. military frequency saying, "Hey, my name is Morningstar, and I am being held captive at the Denver Union Station. You need to come and rescue me from my prison."
Yeah, and this is obviously suspicious. Morningstar, like it's not a guy. No. You go there, and we get this another character. Weirdly enough, a companion you can get named Fish Lips. He says this is hard head turf. You can either get into a fight with these guys. You can also say, "Hey, I just killed the Gippers. Do you want to go over there? Like, what are you doing in this jobber place? Do you want to live in the White House?" And they all left to go live in the White House. Apparently you can get this guy on your team. I don't know why you would.
Yeah.
He sucks, and he's also
a cannibal.
One of the Raider guys.
Yeah, he's a Raider cannibal. Like the hard heads are just like grease monkeys.
It's when you want to be evil in this game, they want you to be real cartoonishly like payaso evil in this.
Yeah. Turn into a huge fight. He's really heavily armored. There are lots of guys with rocket launchers who have high ground that you can't really get to that easily. You do not need to kill him, though. You just get him down to critical health, and he surrenders and offers to join. And I say, "Yeah, no, you're gone."
You head inside, and you find a woman named Dr. Denver who's there, who is leading a coup against Fish Lips. And you can try to intimidate them and stop them from this, but she needs to make her move to be the leader of the gang. She has to be strong.
Yeah.
I did not find this here. I did find this here. Never mind. Inside the bar here, you find Scotchmo, who is a character from Wasteland 2. He ended up being in my party. He is a melee shotgun guy. And yeah, I ended up taking Scotchmo because I wanted to take different characters from the last time I played.
Yeah. I'm considering dropping Marshall Kwan to take him. I'm not going to get rid of Cassidy, and I've got Jody in. Part of the problem is I need to respec him. I might actually just give him Marshall Kwan's skills. Because
because people are more of a role. Like he does have some unique things. He has a unique background, which makes him interact with being drunk. He's not a good joke. He's just a drunk hobo.
He's like a prospector, homeless person.
Yeah.
Kind of deal. His name is Scotchmo.
Yeah. It's a portmanteau of Scotch and Satchmo. Like it's not good. I swear this game is good.
No.
It's one of the most damning things anyone's ever said about a video game, but no, it's pretty good. It's fun. But he ended up being in my party. You can only have 2 companions. So I ended up ultimately rolling with him and Jody at the end. Okay. I like Jody. And then I did Scotchmo because I'd never used him before.
So that's weird. I have Marshall, Jody, and Lucia with me.
I wonder if they can take the place of one of the generics.
Yeah, when I took Jody, I just got rid of my sniper.
Okay,
he was already there. Yeah,
you can have up to 2 generics with respecs. That's if you'd rather have a character with content, it makes sense. I needed to make somebody I could build from the ground up because a lot of the characters out of the box are not specialized enough. Yeah, when you get them, so like this, go back to episode 1 with I think respec should be easier and cheaper in this.
Yeah. Anyway. So 2 possible companions on this quest. It's pretty important. What you need to do, like Morningstar will kind of call to you, saying like, "Hey, you're pretty close." You need to solve like a generator puzzle. It's basically like lights out, almost, to get beneath this train station to find a secret lab. Where they were researching something called Project Morningstar. And you find some things like the code name for this, like Knight Rider Protocol.
Yeah.
And then you find the thing itself. There's a garage lab with a talking supercar who desperately wants to die.
Yeah. Kit here. And he's made in the 80s. He was made to protect Ronald Reagan specifically. The bombs fell before they could finish him. So he's been trapped, immobile, and suffering from guilt for 150 years. Yeah. He's in the insanity chamber. And I got to tell him like, "Hey man, Reagan's dead." I didn't like that. You can, at this point, you can put him out of his misery or you can take his brain. This is the second AI you can get and put it into your car. You either do that or you get his weapon, the Great Communicator. Through this, I take him because it's cool to have a car with better personality and I want to teach him to not like Reagan. There are also unique upgrades for your car that you can only take if you have this AI, including a very critical one that makes you go the fastest speed one. Which is a big deal.
Yeah, he comes out of the gate, I think, with a speed boost. For you. No, I found it at the Cannibal Jamboree. Fuck me.
That's okay.
Yeah,
you find the speed boost, but you can't equip it unless you use him.
So. I did get rid of his guilt over not protecting Reagan. Though you have to pass a nerd check.
You deprogram him, like which is the kind of thing you want to do to your grandpa or your uncle.
I get the opportunity to do this in real life.
I would gladly reprogram people to not be into Reagan. But you can actually do it here with a car.
Yeah,
and you get a new car or a new brain for your car. The car is going to blow up no matter what.
And you can it still has the Payaso horn.
Yes, so you can do, and you also find the Knight Rider horn. And I have the Knight Rider theme or a little like riff on it, a little non-legally actionable Knight Rider theme that pops up.
Yeah. And I've got a hood ornament that is like, it's not the head of an Erasmus or the head of a Dorsey guy, but it is, something that would be really insulting to the Dorseys.
Yeah. There's like dragons and stuff like that you can put on there. You can barely see it on the car. Like it's such a small model.
Yeah. So having dealt with Denver, we're going to be heading up to Aspen to go after the psychopath next, to go after Victory, I think, is his name. And there are a bunch of side quests up there, but we're going to talk about one because we mentioned it earlier. And it's not even, I don't think it's a marked quest. You just get a distress signal coming from someplace called the Cannibal Jamboree up in the mountains.
Which is just a fight. We're going to go rescue some people from cannibals. They're in this big canyon. This is a cannibal gang. The fun thing is, though, it's set to a really fun cover of Everybody Have Fun Tonight by Wang Chung.
It's incredibly somber.
It's really like a song. And if again, that doesn't make sense, but it totally fucking works.
Yeah.
You have the Kodiak for the beginning of the fight, but it can't, it can't continue to go in. So you only get kind of the advantage in the beginning.
I got fucked because, everybody at the front is a friendly cowboy.
Yeah.
And I wanted to go in and kind of see what was going on. Obviously the people who called are gone. If you start the fight from deep within, you are completely sandwiched. And I died. So I was like, well, if I'm rolling up to a place called the Cannibal Jamboree, I'm probably going to go in guns a-blazing.
There's a way to go in and pincer this. If you go in and start the fight from within, but from an area with cover, like they're initially friendly. They want you to eat the cannibal food, but you don't have to trigger that. To go up there. You can start the fire and then pincer the opening gate, which is the most defended place between the Kodiak and your party, which is really strong.
Okay.
But you have to, I only knew that because I'd done this before because of map knowledge.
Partway through the fight, even if you do that, the more people join from the far north of the map.
Yeah, for sure.
You can side with these guys, actually. It's a hard ass check. I don't know what it does if you're like, oh, I totally would, but I'm already full up on civilian or something. And there's a whole there's apparently a kind of annoying side quest that you can do for them as the cannibals, but I don't want them to live. They're hunting people.
Cannibals suck. Not into that. Killing everybody, you get most of a power armor, which is good. Again, this is rare. Eventually you can get it for all your characters of the strength requirement, but it's pretty end game. And then a module for the Kodiak that makes it go 1/3 faster. I hate it when a video game makes me grateful for something that should have been included from the beginning, but I am happy to go faster in the Kodiak.
There is no benefit to having this thing go slow.
No.
It literally just should go the max speed all the time. Still have the random encounters or whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe peg it to a different thing, like put it at different points on the map, or
make the map a little bigger,
like distance traveled.
Make the map a little bigger and zoom out a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
It would have been great. It's moving around the Kodiak's kind of a pain in the ass, but this does help.
Yeah. This helps. 1/3 faster, and then you get the best chassis, and you're going as fast as it can.
Yeah, cruising. And that's what we're going to call it. We're going to head up and fight the psychopath here up at this ski lodge next episode.
And the next episode is going to go through the end of the game. So we're going to deal with both victory, valor, and decide what we're going to do with the patriarch.
Yep.
Next episode.
Wrap up thoughts. If you have anything to say about Wasteland 3, it is not too late. You have a couple days to send that in. Go to Duckfeed.tv/contact.
Yes. So you can write in about this game by the 15th. We prefer responses that are specific and concise, if you can. Same thing with the responses to January's games, we are doing a rerun of our episode about Legend of Zelda that we did on Bonfireside Chat, the original Legend of Zelda. After that, we are talking about Thief 2, the Metal Age.
Talking about Binding of Isaac. Then talking about Thief 2.
Oh, yeah. Sorry about that.
And then
Binding of Isaac.
That's Will Hughes' Erasure. Binding of Isaac with me and Will. So kind of a different episode, kind of zoomed out. Think the Split Fiction episode from the summer.
Yeah.
Thief 2. And then our premium episode is on RoboCop Rogue City.
Yeah.
Rogo wants an orgy rogue.
An orgy.
It wants an orgasm. Robo wants an orgasm. No, Peter. It's just you and me. I'll give you the orgasm, but don't pretend like you're a robot. Harassment. We're just humans. Robo wants an orgasm. That's
sexual harassment.
That's super sexual harassment. He definitely has more power in that situation. If you're listening to this and you're any kind of marginalized person, you have a project or a product you'd like us to shout out, please send me an email at Gary@Duckfeed.tv. We'd be happy to do so. If you want to support us, go to Patreon. Go to patreon.com/DuckFeedTV. You get the bonus episode for this month, which is going to be our live panel show from PRGE. It's kind of a split EP. It's kind of a split Retronauts episode. So if you're a Retronauts completionist, you want this B-side.
You do.
The other thing is you get a bunch of bonus shows from us, including our premium episodes like that RoboCop episode.
It is a tremendous value, and it does make a huge difference for us.
Yeah.
This is our job.
It's literally, we can do it or we can't. So if you like us doing it, supporting us is important. It's $5 a month. We're not here to tell you what $1.25 means to you, but I feel like I put in more than $1.25 worth of work, each week. So if you like us, throw us a bone. You can also leave us ratings, reviews on podcast directories. You can subscribe. You can tell your friends. You can talk about message boards, things like that. That's all very appreciated.
Yes. Word of mouth is the only way we grow.
Yeah.
And join us in thanking our producer, Gwen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, this episode is coming out right before Duckstream. So tune in.
Yeah. Tomorrow.
To that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's record a little opener for this episode. Yeah. So let's go do that. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Oh, what should they watch out for?
Oh, watch out for Reagan.
Yeah. He's still around. His fucking shadowy tendrils. Like the idea of trickle-down economics absolutely fucking over our kind of working somewhat capitalism better than it is now.
No.
Moving us from middle stage capitalism to late stage capitalism.
His presidency permanently fucked the country and the world.
Yeah.
So
listen to Killer Mike's song Reagan. Like killing people, the people got problems with Killer Mike. I don't want to get involved in anything, but I'm not going to put myself between fucking Killer Mike and somebody. Listen to that song. It's great.